15 secrets hidden in national monuments. These sites hold some of the craziest things in secret places, which are generally overlooked by the public. If this has you intrigued, keep watching to know more about such places. Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower is one of the world's most famous and popular landmarks that attracts loads of tourists every year. The original designer of the tower, Gustave Eiffel, created an apartment for himself on the topmost floor of the landmark. He utilized this place for reflection, experimenting, and entertaining famous guests such as Thomas Edison. The place gives out pleasing vibes as it boasts soft chimneys, wooden cabinets, and a grand piano. The tower was opened for public viewing just recently. Lincoln Memorial. There is a 3-story and a 43,800 square foot basement under the Lincoln Memorial that was forgotten until 1947. When the memorial was being renovated, the crew found a cave filled with its own ecosystem and stalactites as they were just digging around the foundation of the structure. Washington Monument. There is mini 12-foot-tall replica of the monument that is inside the hidden manhole on the grounds of this landmark. The mini replica is officially called as Benchmark A, which is actually a part of a network of million control points that are spread across the country, operated by the National Geodetic Survey. Flinders Street Station. Flinders Street Station is the busiest railway station in Australia. It has an abandoned ballroom on top its floor. Only a few people know about this room, and the doors of this secret place are rarely opened. The ballroom goes far back to the bygone era of railroad romance, but it has been closed off for the public since 1985. Brooklyn Bridge. There are hidden wine cellars beneath the expanse of this monument that are no longer in use. The wine cellars were created to supplement the cost of the structure, as merchants would pay to store their expensive bottles because the vaults were always so cool. Grand Central Terminal. An overlooked tennis court named Vanderbilt Tennis Court in the Grand Central Terminal has existed since the 1960s. Around 75,000 people walk around the terminal, but only a few people are aware of its presence, although it is accessible to the public. In 1984, Donald Trump tried to transform the place into a private court where famous and rich tennis enthusiasts could play. Empire State Building. Rarest of people know about a secret observation deck on the 103rd floor of the Empire State Building in New York. In order to reach the balcony, you have to take a series of elevators along with a very steep and narrow staircase. People have disclosed that their feet tingles and they sweat when they look down from the balcony. Undoubtedly, this place is one of the most mesmerizing places in New York. The public doesn't have access to the deck, however. Many celebrities have been photographed there. Bisilica di San Lorenzo. An artist, Michelangelo, hid in a tiny secret room under the Medici Chapel of the Bisilica di San Lorenzo, which is located in Florence. Michelangelo spent around 3 months sketching on the walls with charcoal that were forgotten for almost 500 years. Eventually, the museum director discovered the drawings in 1976. Mount Rushmore. A lot is going on behind the carved heads of Mount Rushmore. The place has a hidden vault that embodies the text from the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. It is named as the Hall of Records, and the doorway that leads you to the secret place can be discovered at the frontal lobe of Lincoln's brain. The room is inaccessible to the general public. Gateway Arch. The Gateway Arch is the tallest arch in the world, as it is 630 feet tall. It is located in St. Louis, Missouri. On 28 October 1965, there was a capsule placed in the arch that contains 762,000 signatures, along with a piece of residential history. The capsule is concealed by the permanent welding that is inside the arch. Sadly, the list of signatures is not attainable to the public, and it is also believed that the capsule will not be opened as long as the monument stands. Paris Catacombs. This landmark contains the remains of more than 6 million people who, as per the disclosure, were relocated there from the Parisian cemeteries. Even though the existence of the Paris Catacombs is no news, there isn't any doubt that it is quite easy to get lost in this monument, as it has nearly 200 miles of tunnels. So it won't be very much shocking to hear that there is a recent discovery of secret underground theater with an adjoining restaurant in Paris Catacombs. Leonardo da Vinci statue. The secret of Leonardo da Vinci's statue wasn't revealed until 2007. The statue has been a major landmark which has attracted masses of tourists. So it was quite a surprise when in 2007, during renovations, one of the workers discovered a strange latch which was undiscovered at a height of around 30 feet in the middle of the statue. When the workers opened the latch, 2 perfectly conditioned parchments were discovered inside. Roman Colosseum. The Colosseum is a well-known spot for tourists that attracts millions of visitors each year. Tourists visit this landmark to have a pleasure of seeing the Flavian amphitheater. However, many people failed to realize that there is a network of underground tunnels, which is named hypogum. According to historians, the tunnels were utilized to house wild animals, such as lions and bears, which were lifted into the gladiator arena through a pulley. The tunnels are open to public now and has been hailed as an amazing discovery. Predjama Castle. This castle served as a home to a notorious robber in the 15th century named Erasm Luger. It is one of the most phenomenal and prominent buildings that you will ever see. The Predjama Castle is a Renaissance castle built within a cave mouth in Slovenia. The castle also has a remarkable secret, as it tenants a secret passage that leads directly to a nearby cave network. Statue of Liberty. Even the most prominent and unambiguous places can have secrets. The Statue of Liberty has a secret room, which is unfortunately not accessible. The room in the torch was closed after an explosion in 1916. It has never been reopened since then, mainly due to concern for terrorism and the damage done. The good news is that there is a camera installed inside the torch in 2011 to help tourists to relish the live streaming of the panoramic view.